The annual flu jab could soon be a thing of the past, with Queensland researchers developing a vaccine that could protect us for years. The Aussie First discovery works by targeting parts of the virus beneath the surface, which don't change as regularly. It comes as flu diagnosis rates surge. They're already 100 times higher than last year. It's extraordinary. They're already 100 times higher than last year. It's extraordinary.
They're already 100 times higher than last year. It's extraordinary.
Leading the charge is Dr. Paul Griffin from Queensland's Mater Hospital. Paul, good to see you again. How significant could this be?
Look, it could be very significant. I mean, we know our conventional flu vaccines do work very well and very important to get those this year, but it is a bit of a limitation that we have to update those every year because they currently target something on the surface that changes quite often. So
this vaccine targets something just underneath that
doesn't change anywhere near as often, so it looks likely to provide longer lasting and broader protection against all flu strains potentially.
Okay, so how long? How many years of flu protection are we looking at?
Look, we still have to get through the clinical trials to know for sure, but because it targets that part of the virus that doesn't change, and it also works really well at generating both B and T cell responses, it looks likely to provide durable protection and one that doesn't need to be updated anywhere near as often. So it could be some years between jabs instead of having to do that each and every year.
So trials, you're at stage 2, how long does that mean it will take before it could come to market?
Yeah, so at the moment we're doing the phase 2 study, including at the Mater and a number of other sites around the country. We need to get through these trials, prove it's both safe and successful, then do a larger phase 3 study. So it could be some years away still, but it is progressing really well through the clinical trials now and looking like it's doing exactly what we'd like to see it do.
Oh, that's encouraging. Hey, before you go, a lot of epidemiologists are predicting a 5th COVID wave this winter. How do you think it's going to play out?
Look, it's really hard to predict what we see with COVID. What's really clear is it hasn't gone away. And I personally think that the description of waves is a bit misleading because people think it goes away between those waves, and it just simply doesn't. It's going to bubble away, and we're going to keep having ripples or small waves.
probably forever.
Probably forever.
So it's likely we'll see a big wave or at least an increase over winter, but it's hard to predict. But the most important thing is to go and be up to date with your vaccines. We've got excellent vaccines for COVID, of course.
Okay, we're up to 5th. Now, aren't we, the 5th vaccine?
That's right. For many people, they're eligible for a 4th or 5th dose, and certainly if you haven't had COVID or a vaccine for 6 months, then I'd go and check your eligibility and get one if you are eligible.
Okay.